What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. And so in Morant news, the other day, Morant came out and had this to say after his son's big performance. He says, "My son's job is to try to win championships for the Memphis Grizzlies. Face of the league, that comes from other people's opinions. There's been a lot of faces of the league that have done way worse things than my son. So while my son is under the guillotine again, you cannot do this to me. You cannot double standard me and talk about the face of the league," right? Add that to his sister after his big game where he hit the game-winning shot, outstanding game. His sister, who plays at Mississippi Valley State University, my alma mater, she plays basketball there. She gets on social media screaming, "He is him, he's him, he's him," all on social media. Let me tell y'all something, man. Nobody said Morant couldn't play basketball. We know that. He's exceptional, outstanding at the game of basketball. Which is why we said he needs to stop trying to be NBA Youngboy and King Von out here. Because that's not him. He's a basketball player. Morant out here talking about my son's job. Listen, yeah, your son's job is to win championships. But if he's not representing the league in the correct way, he's going to be sitting on the sidelines, sitting at home. Not on the floor helping the Memphis Grizzlies play, which is why they 7-19 right now. Okay? While your son didn't break any laws. He broke the NBA's rules. The NBA is a private business with its own rules. He has to follow those rules. If he's not representing that business appropriately, he will be fined. He will be suspended, and it is what it is. Regardless of they done way worse than, listen, man. Look, and what he's referring to, I believe, is Kobe Bryant and the rape allegations that he faced, right, in 2003. What Morant needs to understand is that this is a different time period than 2003. The Me Too movement exists. If Kobe Bryant would have had that happen right now, I promise you Kobe would have probably missed the whole season. Damn near half the season if that would have happened. Under today's Me Too movement and all of that, if those allegations were swarming, he wouldn't have been able to play until those allegations were cleared up. And he was in the clear from that. I promise you that would have happened. We just saw what happened with Jonathan Majors. You know, he basically just lost his career, his Marvel situation, whole Marvel bread, all the bread with Marvel over a situation with a woman, right? What I want Morant to understand is that Ja's not a victim here. Stop doing that, okay? Your son was out here acting like he was a thug, acting like he was a street dude, acting like he was wrapped up in all the street bravado, acting like he was a goddamn rapper from off O Block over here, or on 64th and Normal, okay? Like he was on 64th and Normal, like he was on 63rd and St. Lawrence, like he's one of these other little dudes running around in the street, like he was a gang member. Acting like that and carrying himself as such was not becoming of him, or it wasn't representing the league well. So they sat him down. Your son out here hanging with dudes that's pointing lasers, like lasers that could have possibly been from a gun at another team's bus, all that type of shit. He out here flashing guns on social media. Your son should take accountability for his actions, okay? Don't worry about what happened to other folks. Worry about getting your son on the right course before he messes up a bag that creates generational wealth for you, T, and the rest of your son's generations that come after that. Okay? That's what you need to do. Don't talk about what happened with this dude and that dude. Hold your son accountable, okay? T is more worried about being Ja's friend and being his number one supporter than holding him accountable as a father should. As I mentioned before, there's no way I would have been doing shit like that and my daddy wouldn't check me. There's no way my dad would be out here, man, my son would have done, people done worse than my son. Well, he would have told me, no, tighten your ass up, boy. Okay? My son ain't playing. My daddy not playing like that, bro. You know? Ja ain't a victim. And as Morant, as his father, you need to make him realize that. He was out here moving foolishly, out here hanging with the wrong folks, trying to be like he's one of the folks, like he one of the GDs or something out there in Memphis, trying to take up the persona of the town instead of being himself. And that's why he got in trouble. We know the boy can play basketball. We know he can shoot on the court. He's trying to be a shooter off the court. And that's the problem. You know what I mean? But this is the reason why Ja kept doing what he was doing. Why he kept getting in trouble. After people start, making him aware of the things he was doing, he kept getting in trouble. Because his father has an excuse for every single thing he does. He tried to cover for him every single time he does something. Right? And a young man or a kid or whatever, they're gonna keep doing what they doing as if the authority figure over them. I know Ja's grown and his father can't tell him what to do. But if a person who's been the authority figure for most of your life is okay with what you're doing and making excuses for it, it's gonna make it look like they okay with what you're doing. So you're gonna keep doing it because your authority figures are not holding you accountable. They're not making you realize what you're doing is wrong. They're not making you recognize the error in your ways. So you're going to keep doing it because they're not pointing out the errors you're making. So that's why he kept doing this shit over and over again, because his father is an enabler. He want to be sitting courtside with Yo Gotti them. He want to be over there with Key Glock. He want to be up in there with goddamn, sitting next to Angela Simmons. He want to be sitting next to Usher. He want to be sitting next to Zaytoven and Gucci Mane. He want to be sitting next to Quavo now. He want to be next to Lil Baby, Lil Durk now, instead of being Ja Morant's father. T want to be a celebrity himself. Make your son realize, what is at stake. And stop making all these excuses for him. People done worse than my son. Listen, man. Why they could have been true. This is a different time period. And they do the shit that they did back then, right now, they would have been facing the same consequences as your son or even worse. Okay? So you got to stop all this blame deflecting. He put all this on himself. He's not a victim. All this this is annoying, bro. How your son supposed to grow and move beyond this if you as a father keep making excuses for him? The only way he can recognize it if he was not getting paid. Take away the money, they recognize certain things, right? But as a father, it's up to you to help keep your son on course. I know he's a grown man, but if you out here preaching that, other people done worse than my son, what? This ain't the time to be worried about what other folks did. Your son could possibly mess up generational wealth for the family, and you out here just my son, he ain't doing what this dude did. He ain't doing what that dude did. Man, nobody worried about what this one and that one did. Your son out here acting a goddamn nut, and he out here messing up his bag from that. Sister she looked just like Ja too. Oh my God. It's like they just, if you put Ja's head on a woman's body, it would be Ja all over again. She all on there like, bro, what are you doing, man? It's just, it gets crazy, it gets wild, man. But T, this is on you to fix this stuff going on with your son and to improve this. Improve this, and not on you, but it's on your son to fix it. But stop making it seem like, don't let your son feel like he ain't in no wrong and everybody's against him and everybody out to get him. Ain't nobody out to get that boy. Nobody out to get him. He out here moving wrong, and it is what it is. Ain't nobody out to get him. All that acting like he's just a victim, public enemy number one. He brought all this on himself. He has to fix this. He's a father. And as a man, as a father, you're responsible for children. You got to feed them. You got to bring food to the table, clothe them, all of that. You got to be the head of a household. Act like it. Stop acting like you a street dude, like you a drill rapper. Stop acting like you, I don't know, one of these other dudes. Looking in the mirror and thinking you see King Von when you look in the mirror. That shit got to end. It got to be deceased. Because you recognize what you can lose, and it is what it is. T got to stop enabling this boy. I'm tired of all these parents that just be enabling people. And I sound like an old head. I'm only 30 years old. I have two children of my own, though. There's no way I'm finna blame the world for my child out here acting unruly, acting disrespectfully, representing me and their mother in the wrong way. There's no way I'm doing that. You're not gonna represent our family out here crazy, and I'm blaming everybody else for what you done did. Come on, man. That ain't it, dog. That ain't it. And T Morant know better. But he go again, trying to make excuses for his son over and over again. That's why your son see you as a homeboy. That's why he keep doing this shit he doing. He think you his homeboy. You his friend. You a part of his entourage more than his father. You know, and I've made this video time and time again, but T just ain't. He gonna keep it going because he want the rapper benefits. He want to be sitting next to goddamn who else? I didn't name everybody of the who's who. He want to sit next to Tip and Tiny. God damn it, he want to be next to Jeezy. He want to be next to BMF and them. He want to be next to Lil Meech, Southwest T and them. Man, cut it out, T. Be better and get your son to be better. Machiavelli Mills TV, I'm out. Peace.